crazy. We're professionals here. What's up, my gamer gang? Gonna do some gaming. Food. I'm a professional. You getting chat up on your phone?
No.
You're just doing a texty. Close all these windows. I am a professional streamer. Clearly. There. Still checking it's all fantastic. There we go. Twitch is saying we're fantabulous. Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Alright. There's Chandler. So welcome to the cooking stream. Cole, it's good to see you. Can't wait for the house fire.
It's a baking stream.
It's a baking stream. I can't read. Getting chat on here.
Nor can you bake, apparently.
I can't bake, but
According
Shirley
to your
kind of
video.
can. What?
According to your video.
According to my title, yes. My mobile dashboard, because I'm a professional streamer.
And I'm an expert.
Oh no. That's there we go. There's chat.
Can't wait for the house fire.
Loading. So what are we making today, Chef
We're
Shirley?
professionals here.
We're clearly professionals.
Remember?
Alright, what are we making today?
We are going to attempt to make
Attempt.
lemon poppy seed muffins. And I say attempt because we don't have a muffin tin to make anything. We only have glass pans and aluminum foil and cupcake liners. So we're going to give it the old college try on that for sure.
Yeet.
With everything else necessary.
Yes. What is the first step?
Shouldn't be that hard.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It's just to preheat the oven to 425. Obviously, I've already done that because we don't have 3 hours to wait for the oven to preheat.
The oven.
So that's already getting started. Next, we have to put the muffin mix in water, oil, and eggs in a medium bowl, just until blended.
Yeet is it loading? I don't doubt it.
Why do I have everything but something to mix this with?
Oh, we need that, don't we?
What do you?
We need that. That's crazy.
Generally.
A mixer.
It doesn't have to be a mixer. It just needs to be something that.
Or like that streaming platform. I'm just kidding. Hot. Comedy gold.
Just kidding. We don't have anything, so that's fine.
So the internet in this place is decent. That's why it's so laggy. It's not ideal.
It's not no definitely. I need that and that.
Yep.
I don't know why I just didn't do this myself. But hey, you know, here we are now.
I'm just here to look pretty.
Well, you can look pretty and give me some water.
Okay, how much more?
I need 3/4 of a cup.
Okay, I'll break it. Right, yeah. Oh, it says on the inside. That's good. How do I work this thing? Oh yeah, it's all around.
You gotta look there. She's getting the 3/4 cup of water. 3/4, is that 3/4 cup? Is that 3/4 cup? That doesn't look like 3/4 cup to me, honestly.
It looks like it's just barely over.
Oh no. What are we going to do?
This is a chemistry strat.
Whatever are we going to do?
Do not drop it on the floor.
Laid.
That's okay.
Does it look good? Are you at least almost in?
Like tiny. I'm making lemon poppy soup.
Yeah, lemon poppy soup.
I like lemon poppy soup. No drugs. Not today.
Not for the drug properties
That's true.
that
Oh, we're cracking eggs now. That's
might as well.
Okay.
Beautiful.
That's your egg cracking skills. Now it's my turn. Just two, right?
I'm terrified. Yes. I kind of want to make you put it in the measuring cup first. Yeah, let's do that actually.
We gotta let them see my beautiful egg cracking skills. Whoa. This one for now.
You can't see it anyway. Camera's too low.
put that down a bit.
The eggs back in the fridge.
Alright, so I don't have my egg apron today, unfortunately. Taking skills from the master chef, the legendary Call Me Kevin, of course, with Baking Bad. So we're just gonna, like... It's not too bad.
Oh, I forgot to put that in here.
Uh-oh. Put what in there?
The freaking eggshell, home slice.
Oh, I'm a professional.
I don't know what you think you're gonna do with the rest of it. Alright, now
I
you
have
can,
an egg in my finger.
now you can readjust your camera and then we can do the oil.
Beautiful. Oh, America.
And we need 1/4 of a cup.
Professional streamer at work.
Hello again. To my beautiful face.
That'll work.
Is it
No,
still
it
just lag on video?
I'm
or
not
is
really
it-
surprised.
I was asking, is it still just lag on video or is it the audio too? Because I remember
No, the audio was fine.
last time the audio was fine, but
I think the audio's really fine. Don't break it.
diddly squat.
Don't break it. Just like last time.
You gotta get me 1/4 a cup of vegetable oil.
You wash your hands.
Well, if
There
you
you go.
didn't stick your hand on the whole egg, you have to
There you go.
you have to either turn it on all the way or put your hand really close to the sensor.
I'm a professional. There we go. I'll give you a steal a towel.
No towels. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go steal a towel. What was next?
The oil.
Oil. America.
1/4 of a cup, please.
1/4. 2/3. Gotcha. I can follow directions.
2/8, actually.
Oh, they're getting big brain action over here, Chili.
Big brain. Only the
Big
biggest.
brain. Big brain.
Only the biggest of brains on these streams.
Switch that keys.
Our muffins are gonna be in purple
What's up?
cupcake liners.
Well, they're very pretty. Okay, so this is the actual. I drink it, right?
1/4 cup. Please, sir.
1/4.
Yes, that's what
There,
I had
there it
to
is.
turn to the right side so you didn't have to look for it. But I mean, that works too, I guess. Among
Is it Among Us?
Among divide
Oh, it's
batter,
good to see a hello friend.
divide batter among.
It's Among.
They've
It's a
got-
funny melee.
They're coming. They're coming for us. They are among us.
They're a bit suspicious, aren't they, Chance?
Acting a little sus.
That's good. Where'd it go? It's this side. I can read. It's even above 1/4, but it should be fine, because that's all we have.
Cool.
Pour it in.
Pop that puppy in the bowl.
Hello, me. Follow me. Put it in this.
Yes.
Let's get some funky colors going on.
That looks beautiful. I fear.
I can't see anything we're doing.
Did you want to do the whisking?
Oh boy. I'll move it so I can see the whiskey.
The
whisking.
action. The whole reason why we picked a clear bowl.
Oh, you can see the bowl.
Good.
Beautiful. Hello there. So just whisk it until it's delicious.
So it's all mixed together.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if it's lumpy or not.
I'm gonna move this so I don't bunk it.
It's almost
Squish. I can squish the eggs. I'm a professional streamer.
very much.
It's a very interesting sound. Listen to that ASMR.
It's wonderful. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's because of the poppy seeds. Eggs do not want to break.
It's the liquid. You know what the best part about all this is?
What?
We still have to make our cupcake pan.
Oh boy. That's the fun part of the stream.
That's the part that is going to probably take the longest.
That's the fun part. There, the yellow, the egg yolk's giving its yellow color.
There we go. Make sure you scrape them sides. Then we set it off to the side so we can figure out what the heck we're going to do with all this nonsense.
Yep.
So your oven still isn't preheated yet.
Whee! Think that's good?
That looks. Let me give it a good stir.
Give it a good stir now. It's gotta be good now.
Give it a good old stir. Alright, so
Beautiful.
we get to work on the best and worst part of this whole
Everyone's
thing.
favorite part. Me just checking my Twitch notifications. Or my Discord notifications. It's glass. You almost can't see it. But that's okay. But you will see it soon.
Out how the fudge we get to do this.
Yes.
Because these are going to be pretty full.
I think just like line it and then just step. Carefully step.
We would have to...
Bigger than it should be and then carefully.
We would have to wrap it around the top.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that idea better. Otherwise, I was just thinking we wrap them in aluminum foil rings.
I'll have to work better actually. You're the chef. We'll go with your idea and then go from there.
Well, how tall are the cupcake liners? Oh, no.
Shorter.
We're going to have to do
My idea.
the wrappy wraps because otherwise no, because they'll fall in.
Oh, I was thinking like we basically make a makeshift cupcake tin. We like the sheet of it and then just poke.
I know. You can't poke because the liners will fall through to the bottom.
No, not completely poke through. Just like make it like a
Like a cup.
yeah,
Like a
cup
divot.
basically. Yeah, divot. There you go.
Poke it. You just divot.
Carefully do it so you don't murder it.
It's
gonna be interesting.
not quite gonna work, but we'll.
Burn the bridge when
I
it
will
gets
let you do what you have in mind.
I'll burn that bridge when I get to it. What's the question here?
You have to have room, otherwise you're just gonna create holes in it.
Sure, that's what I'm trying to think. I think I made it too short, but that's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, but we gotta get a lot of cupcakes on it.
We could make
Or a
it-
lot of muffins on
well, we could have this in here initially and then go from there. I definitely know what I'm doing. You dying over there? That's illegal.
Only on stream.
Only on stream. Live on stream. Murder. Because then, yeah. Because there's nothing in there to hold the shapes. So we make like little like bowls. Is that what your idea was?
Bowls or rings.
Yeah, that. So now it's your turn. Do your idea.
And I don't know why we line the bottom.
I don't know. Right? I don't know anymore. Slice.
And of course that corner rips like a jerk.
You don't want to. I'll see what you do and I'll go from there.
Nami. It would help if I had a little bit more that didn't rip like that.
Yep.
It's gonna be a lot of aluminum foil though.
So we don't have a cupcake tin. We're making muffins.
Kill all the turtles.
All of them. Unfortunately.
4 turtles.
Alright, yeah, little bowls. It's like 50 of them. Not 50, but like quite a few.
You're gonna need more than that.
After refrigerating.
That's what I started with the first time. That was on there. You're gonna have to do multiple rounds of this.
Possibly. Didn't you make that? I'm trying.
I'm punched it all together.
I'm a professional. I'm the sculptor here.
Yeah.
But I'm never good at making bowls. I'm actually really bad at it.
You don't have to literally make a bowl. I literally just...
Ah. I made a nice little cup.
Because that's not going to be big enough to fit the tin in.
Hold it.
It's going to hold it, but your muffin's going to spill out.
True. Well, I tried.
You want to try to do... And plus it's going to sit wonky thing.
It'll be a wonky.
Wonky donkey.
Afterwards again. Foil's my best friend. Sorry, you heard her voice.
We're literally only going to... Wow.
Wow.
We're literally only going to be able to put like 6 in here.
Well, there's this one too.
I know, but we can only make like 12 out of here.
That's okay. We'll make 17 batches. Could make multiple batches.
Well, we're gonna have to. Unless you don't want to use the rest of the batter.
We use up all of it. Here, does this work or is this too small?
Just chaos. It's gonna be really thin, homie.
That's why I take this one, right? Repurpose it.
There you go. I like that idea. Good idea.
Knock around the edge.
You crush it lightly on these air pockets.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
So it's literally just like
This?
as if you were grabbing a piece of fabric.
Oh, so I rip it, right?
That's it. That's all I'm doing. You can leave air pockets in there so you have extra cushion.
Mm-hmm.
For the poor little muffins.
Definitely know what I'm doing.
That definitely should have been in the muffin tray.
I keep looking at it. Try that again. Next one. This is not a right angle. What are you talking about?
Is it? Oh, is it that bad? See, that's still not enough, homie.
I'm trying.
You gotta get like a lot.
A lot. Oh, big boy cheese.
Well, you can get more and just add it to that before you crumple it all up.
There we go. Is that what you wanted?
Something like that.
There we go. I did it. Let me go. I did it.
I literally just grab it.
I'm never
A
gonna
little
do this.
bit.
This is why you're the chef.
I am not a chef.
In my mind, you are. Is that good? No.
Put these two Funyun situations together. That should be good.
Somehow. I don't know how to put them together yet. Sure. Maybe. No? Maybe. I'm trying.
I know.
We get so far, but the end it doesn't even matter. Does this work?
Perfect.
Does that work now?
Might be a little crumbly, but it sure might work.
Let's try that. Oops, sorry. I bumped in your face there.
Oh no. No.
That worked.
I lied. It's not small and it's not like even on the
Oh,
sides.
okay. I'm learning.
Hey, the oven's preheated.
Is this big enough?
No.
Every time.
It should be fine.
Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. So you do this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that, right? And then
All you have to do is just
roll it. Oh,
all you have to
roll
do
it.
is literally just pull it into your fingers up to the top.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to roll it. There's no like.
Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. What year is it?
The last time I checked, it was the year 2021.
Or your birthday?
But you know how the world can be and all of its
Time travel.
utter nonsense. Also time travel.
Is it there? There we go. There's a neat one.
There we go.
That's number 17 of mine.
We can work with that. Now that the trains are well enough to
It's
do.
a big boy one, right? Now I just.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Does that work now?
Yes.
I did it, chat. See, I did it. Yeet. Let's do it again.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeet.
The forbidden onion ring.
Forbidden onion rings.
Forbidden onion ring. Of time.
You want to do this one too?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get one. We'll do the same thing later.
We'll line it in the bottom.
That one's already okay, we can swap the positions. And that into position. And then the question. It's a bit small, but that's okay. Or we can actually roll that one into one. I'll get a bigger one.
Yes, we can.
There we go, that's a big one. A lot of aluminum foil on this tree.
A lot of this. 3 viewers.
Wow. How fantastic. Better than 0. -1.
Well, you do one.
That'd be -1. I don't know how that works.
I'm not quite sure what it has done.
I'm a professional. I would have.
Oh,
Clearly.
okay. No question.
Professional streamer here. That's close enough. Will I fit 4 in there?
Yeah, that'll be idea about all we're getting out of
Then
that.
we get 10, and then we can do another. Yeah, then we do another mini batch of 2.
Yep. Which is idea which. What the hell cookie sheet?
Where'd it go? I was like, where's the cookie sheet? I mean, we don't really need one if we have this, though.
I don't know something if you could just get them all at once.
True.
Because these are going to cook slower than the 2 that are going to go in the pan all by themselves.
True.
So,
That's
fear.
Do you want me to go ask my mom where the cookie tin is? Also, I want to leave this like area like empty, just pour it in. Do that.
No.
Darn it.
Can't leave it empty, then we don't have cookies.
True.
Do you want to do a lemon bar?
Let's do a lemon bar. I'll make a bar. Now I get to use my sculpting skills.
Yes, you get to use your salt and skills.
We keep
In the
those
pan.
though.
Well, I know, but you're gonna want to have room to put it in there. And check.
This chat, I am a sculptor. I know what I'm doing. This is not my profession, but it's a hobby of mine. It's sculpting.
You're gonna need a solid sidewall here, home foot. Like a really solid one.
There we go. Stick it there.
These muffins
Knuckles. There we go. That's not too bad.
will not
Better than.
share their room for no one.
There we go. They might spill into each other, but that's okay. It's all sharing. Sharing is caring, guys.
Sharing is Karen? What?
Sharon is Karen.
Heck to the no.
We're professionals here.
Absolutely.
We're the most professional streamers on Twitch.tv.
I'm not a streamer. I just
Exist.
I'm just here because I went on vacation.
You're just here because you hung out with me one time in like 2nd grade, and this is how your life is turning out.
What a treat, right?
Yeah, what a treat, you know? It's great. It's fantastic.
Okay. Okay.
Now what?
Now we put the batter in.
Yeet, yeet, yeet. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, you can't see right now, but there's duckies above the fridge and on the counter.
The ones that we named.
All the ones we named. Most of them.
Are the ones that we named.
There's 3 we didn't. Or 4, because we got them at the arcade yesterday.
Yes.
Got a sheep,
That's
got a
a fact.
mohawk, got a surfer dude, and we got a
Probably show 'em.
Yeah. No, they don't get to see it. I'll put it in the batter. How about that?
Just right in the bowl. Well, you
So we
can't
got a sheep.
squeak.
And then that's Chaley's. And then I got
3.
mohawk. And I got twofer. So I also got the surfer duck. And I also got this cute little pink one.
With a heart.
With the heart, 'cause they love you.
My professional
Professional streamers.
pouring skills. I got way too much of all of these.
Well, I'm putting the ducks back. Don't fall down. Don't fall. Legal. Here we go.
I'm legal.
Oh. I don't know anymore.
That was supposed to be an innocent joke, but you made it that way.
Well, it's legal for us to rent a car now. That's all that matters.
Right.
Legal for us to drive a car. What are you thinking, chat? That's
Wait.
obviously what we're referring to.
We've been able to drive a car since we got our license at 16.
Like rent a car, I mean.
You said, I heard you say drive, and I was like, it's.
It's driving a car.
These are gonna be great.
They're gonna be interesting.
I am
That one may need a tiny bit more.
in absolute fear. I don't think it does.
That's
I
good enough.
think a lot of these are gonna.
Big
They're
boys.
gonna turn out great.
They're gonna turn out just okay.
very
Oh, they smell so good though.
excited.
Oh, dang. Let's see what happens.
We may have to dispatch these muffins first. We definitely did better in the second pan.
Yeah, definitely. Because there's actually like divider here versus this
Oh,
one.
and I feel like these ones turned out better than the ones that are in the big pan too.
Possibly.
And now we're scraping the sides. I'm sure you can
Wow.
see that.
Wow. Yeah, they can.
I don't know if they cut off to the side, so I was like, oh, well, better. We're using the glass bowl for a reason.
I'm a professional. Keep telling myself that. Maybe true someday.
I told you to get the sides, and you didn't
I thought I
get
did.
the sides.
I'm sorry. Well, there goes the whole batch.
Nothing like going in for a bite of a lemon bar, and then all you get is powder.
Oh, dang.
That's my hand is crazy. Like
Some ASMR there or something. Don't get it on yourself there. Don't want to ruin that nice apron. Sponsored by today's sponsor. I'm just kidding. We're not sponsored.
Today's sponsored by Nerdy Nummies. The
Wow.
most wholesome. Well, I can't say the most. I don't watch a whole lot of other bakers. But she's very wholesome.
Good.
Miss Rosanna Pansino.
There you go. I don't mean to alarm you, we got some on your shirt.
Aww. What a shame.
Ruined your whole day. At least it's not an apron.
It's not the only reason the apron is there to protect my clothes. Gets my clothes. I don't care. It's not the apron.
It's not the apron. Gotta keep the apron nice. Gotta keep it nice.
Pristine condition.
Pristine condition.
I should have licked the whisk. That tastes awesome.
Nice little smileys.
It looks like a robot, actually.
Cool. Fantastic.
I don't want to bet.
No, thank you. I don't like to lick batter.
What?
I'm lame. You can lick the whole thing if you want. No one can see you.
Okay. Anyway.
Chat's missing out. Right,
Anyway.
what's the next step?
Now that our oven is preheated and everything's in the pan, and our hands up.
Wash my hands too. I'm a gamer. Just a little bit there.
Ruin my shirt, but not the apron.
Not the apron. I'll move it back up in a moment. Oh, you just probably leave this hand towel out here.
You probably could, or you could start using paper towels.
I'm lazy.
Just don't set it right here because there's crap. I got crap everywhere.
Well, let's see. Look, what's the next step?
Set it on your stool. You get to put it in the oven. Woo! It says 15 to 20 minutes or until tops are golden brown.
Wow. There we go. I'm mostly the camera person now.
Whatever you want, I guess, my friend. I don't know.
There we go.
I'm just here.
Chaley's just here. I dragged Chaley into this. Pretty much. And the rat stream. And the future Wii stream.
And those are going to bake Jack, so that's fine. Setting my timer for, we're going to start at 15 minutes.
So it says?
This is 15 to 20.
Okay.
But
15, check it and see what happens.
But if you don't know this, which it's not very likely, we obviously aren't using Amber's oven, and we obviously aren't using my oven.
So you don't know this oven very well.
Right. Each oven does things a little bit differently. Also, fun fact, we aren't even in our home state, and altitude can affect your ovens.
There you go. I didn't know that.
And the quality of
Your food.
how it comes out
Wow.
of the oven.
You don't want to keep those as a memento?
If you didn't know that. Fun fact, for the two of you that are here.
Myself and Foamy. I think Foamy's lurking.
Well, it says 3 viewers.
Wow. And you. And another lurker. I don't know. Anyway.
But yeah, no.
3 lurkers. Crazy. Anyway.
So,
And
better
those of you
safe
watching-
then sorry, you can always add more time. You can't take away time.
We're also like talking to the people watching the VOD later on.
Also
'Cause
true.
It's literally the middle of the night in Europe right now.
To all of the future viewers.
All the
I'm
Europeans.
sure you probably know that as well.
Altitude.
Altitude
Wow.
is important. Oh, you're not on up here.
I'm not even on this stream. But is that yours or mine?
I'm just here.
I punched a little.
I punched one. You punched three.
Okay, good. You both got Culver's with it.
We both got Mountain Dew. She got hers with ice. I got mine with no ice.
Oh yeah, you can hear it.
I'm smart.
Big brain. Big this brain.
Less watered down, but it'll still taste just as bad because it's fountain soda.
Mountain soda.
Mountain soda.
Wow, what's next?
What do you want to do? Do you want to try to make the
Smoothies?
Yes.
Oh, we need to get to the freezer and go get the ice cream.
Well, you want to start with this?
I mean, we need to put ice cream in there. We need to put like milk in there. No, ice cream in there first. We're gonna try some smoothies now.
Well, not smoothies.
Milkshake.
It's more of a milkshake.
I'm gonna grab the ice cream and the milk because we need that in there too.
Do you want a big cup or do you want? Oh yeah, you don't need a big cup because the little cup will fit only your ice cream. I might take the strawberry and make a little one though.
I kind of want strawberry though. We can
Are
smoke.
you gonna fucking put it in your damn M&M one?
I'm in there.
We can both drink a little bit of the strawberry one.
I was saying we can both make the big one and split it.
What are we gonna do? Put chocolate and vanilla in there?
Yes. Those taste good together though.
With M&M's?
Yes.
I mean, not chocolate and vanilla. I meant chocolate and strawberry.
Those taste good together though. They do. Just like it.
Not as good as strawberry and vanilla.
True. Right on the countertop.
Yep. You're all gonna die
Not again.
of the Rona.
Right in there. Beautiful. I'm gonna hide our frame. I like hiding.
Why?
Yes.
Then why?
I'm the professional.
Why even know?
I haven't had a face reveal, Shaylee. They don't know what I look like.
So much for the meetup. Sorry, Crow.
Oh, that's funny.
Guess we'll just take back all the images of
That's
that.
I definitely have never posted my
Yes.
face on social media, right, Shaylee?
Oh no.
Definitely not. I don't have a face. What are you talking about? Boop that down a little.
I guess for now I'm just cutting the strawberries because
Oh,
apparently it's just gonna be chaos.
just throw everything in there.
We have a Culver's concrete mixer that is chocolate with M&Ms.
Delicious.
Apparently we're putting that with the strawberries, the vanilla ice cream, and some fat-free milk.
Oh my god, the milk is liquid. Yeah. So I thought we're splitting one of these. Or unless you're having one of these or one of those.
I don't know, I was gonna make a strawberry one.
That's an extra one. There we go.
Fine, then I'll take half the strawberry, you take half the strawberry.
Alright, sounds good to me. So let's see. Do I have more stuff in mine or you have more stuff in yours?
You'll have more stuff in yours.
Okay.
Because mine will just be strawberry and vanilla.
Yeah, literally just a strawberry. One strawberry.
Just half a strawberry. What else do you want to put in here? You might as well go through the fridge.
I mean, you can put more stuff in yours. I ate the banana for breakfast. Completely forgot we were doing this. Banana? Oh yeah.
Amber's like, oh, I'm gonna eat the banana. No, because yours is this one, buddy.
Okay.
You're gonna do this
I'll let you do that.
with the strawberries, the milk,
Yep.
and the milk, and the ice cream?
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe like half a scoop of this one, and then the milk is for the liquid, even though that's mostly liquid at this point. We'll do the other.
M&M chunks. Do you want to use anything out of the snack bag?
Nah, I think that's plenty already in there.
I'll keep a scoop for the ice cream.
Just one scoop, and then the rest can be milk.
Probably doesn't need to be super full.
No, not completely full, because then it would be too big.
Excuse me.
Did it.
That's a solid like that.
That's a nice scoop.
Yeah, it is.
And then yours, beautiful.
I am very excited. Okay. Is that enough ice cream?
Yeah, that should be plenty. There's already ice cream in there.
That is also, well, you have ice cream and then
More ice cream.
custard.
There you go.
Hopefully the proportions will be okay. You think that or more?
Maybe a tiny bit more. As long as it's like liquidy enough to blend itself, that should be good.
I'm sure it will.
We have another jug in there, so yeah. If you need more milk, I can grab more milk. Do you need more milk? We'll see if it needs more. See how well it blends. Well, it blends.
Will
It blends. And I put tinfoil in there, right? And then the napkin.
Oh gosh.
And the spoon.
The magic bullet needs to be plugged in, so I think. So
There's an outlet by the top.
you'll probably just hear it rather than see it.
Well, I can see it like a tiny bit. Like you're just like in the corner.
Full disclosure, I have no idea how this works, so
Yeah, you can hand me my phone.
this is cool. I love how you just stay off screen.
I'm just hiding here.
Shameless. Oh, that's right. We just
Pop it and then you click it, I think. And then you just. You get the button. And then. If it needs a little more, you can always add a little more milk in there.
I'm gonna give it a good shake.
Because you're a barista now?
Ex-barista.
Ex-barista. You did some crimes back in the day.
Ex-barista. They done.
Oh wait, we could put whipped cream in yours if you want.
Put whipped cream on top of our drinks.
There you go.
Alright, let's see how this puppy looks. Pretty consistent. Nothing too crazy. There might be some ice chunk or some bubbles in there, but I was gonna say ice chunks, but there really shouldn't be.
Pop it down a little.
Looks pretty solid to me, homie. Does it at least smell good?
Oh yeah. Oh, I can smell that chocolate in there. Cool. Then we'll get yours, and then we'll like pop some whipped cream on top. A tiny bit of a taste of chocolate. Just wait for the ice cream away. Or do you need some more in yours?
I think I'll be good.
You might need a little more liquid in yours. Maybe.
It's not super. Well, I don't want it to be like super. It's not.
Sure, but it
It's
needs-
not water. It's a
needs
milkshake.
How's
I
that?
think it looks great,
Oh
actually.
wow. Okay, we put the ice cream away. Should I rinse this off for this before we put it in the sink?
No, I can put it in the bowl.
You dropped a bit in the counter. That's okay.
It's okay, they're not clean counters anyway.
You got the cleanup part of the stream to do too. It's important.
Well, we didn't exactly kill. Well, we killed 10 minutes of time. Still got 5 minutes and 29 seconds.
It's gonna be very short stream. That's why we're doing the milkshakes to make the stream go longer.
We could have done something stupid.
Like what?
But I'm saying, like, we could have added something stupid. I don't know what it was. What we could have. Wait, brownies? You want to put some brownie on top?
No, thank you. It's very whipped.
You want to whip it?
Whip it good.
You want to whip
Wait, do I
yours?
shake it first?
Whip yours real good?
Do I shake it first?
Yeah, go for it. Give it a good shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake. Ah, see, that's beautiful.
There we go.
Alright.
Maybe put this up a tiny bit more. You know what you're doing.
True exploration style, baby.
Mine's just like messy. Haha.
Boom. Cheers to that.
Boop. We don't really have straws.
No, we don't.
But in our drinks we do.
That is also true. Do you want your straw?
Yes, please. We'll steal it.
Pretty. Pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. 10. Alright, I'm here now. Mm-hmm.
Good, I was getting kind of lonely up here all by
So
myself.
we look like we're the same height.
Look, we're just standing back.
Mm-hmm. It's an illusion.
The illusion of height.
Blend. Yes.
I love how I
blend.
just now noticed that. The murder of the strawberries. How's your... It all sunk to the bottom.
I know.
How's your M&M strawberry?
That always happens. Pretty good, actually.
M&M strawberry.
M&M.
Wish mine was sweeter, but I can't complain. Alright, whipped cream, your turn.
I'm just standing here drinking.
To go in my belly.
There you go.
8 out of 10 would do again.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. Pretty good. I don't taste any strawberry bits, which is the plus.
Hey, we do still have treats in the
Yeah.
snack bags.
True, but I'm lazy.
So,
Oh, big one if we want something weird. Oh, we have to eat afterwards, though. I'm still being shy on the stream.
yeah, I thought that was kind of odd because it's your stream.
Mm-hmm. I'm wearing an apron. I feel naked in the kitchen. Not wearing an
I don't
apron.
think your mom's ever worn an apron. I don't know if I've ever seen one.
True. I should have worn an apron now if we have one.
Ooh, we could do an animal print one.
Ooh, the vanilla.
I know, it might not be too bad. I don't know how upset your parents would be if we opened it, but
I mean, they're reusable. Should be fine. Should be fine. We got. I mean, like we only have like less than 2 minutes left, though.
that is also true.
So next time.
Sorry, animal crackers. Maybe next time.
And my milk crackers. Next time.
Well, we still have to wait for it to cool down. Even though
Mm-hmm.
that's if it's even done in 15 minutes.
Yeah, should be good. If it's not, then we can do the animal cracker one.
I don't suppose they left us any toothpicks. No, but we do it before. Never mind.
Yep.
That will work. Do the stabby stab, the test
Mm-hmm.
of the muffins.
Yep, the test.
To make sure that they are done and not doughy.
There we go.
Because they will taste bad if they're doughy and you eat them. Well,
Yes and no.
yes and no. They'll taste like dough. They won't be as good. It's tempting to eat a muffin that is half cooked.
Mm-hmm. It's all just like the bits on the bottom.
Oh yeah, it's probably all the M&Ms.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Excuse me.
Live on Twitch.tv.
Wait, what?
Twitch.tv. That's the website you're on. Beep.
Oh,
It's beeping.
stop beeping it. Stop beeping. Thank you. These are not golden brown muffins.
They need a little longer.
Look at this one here. Turned into a sans pee-pee moment.
Wait, show them.
I can't. I'm not taking them out of the oven, and even still, I think it's just gonna make a mess.
Just show them for like a second.
Yeah, no, not worth the risk.
Put them back in there for a bit.
We are definitely gonna need 5 more minutes. My hot necklace is burning my neck now. That's cool.
Beautiful.
I didn't even have to test them because you can tell that they're not done. We have 5 more minutes to go. What do you say we try the animal crackers?
There you go.
Put some cherries in there. Oh,
There you go. That's all I say. Just there you go.
probably need the big one.
Or the little one.
We could probably use the little one. It's probably not going to be all that great.
It low-key smells like it's like a little bit.
Maybe the one that's falling off the side. Burning.
Oh, it didn't spray.
The edge of the pan.
Yeah.
It's going on aluminum foil.
Sure, so we didn't need to spray.
That's why the Illuminati is there.
There you go.
The Illuminati foil.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just putting 8 animal crackers in there. That's probably going to be a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because then you grab the other milk because you need milk in there.
Yep, I will. One thing at a time. My friend. One thing at a time. Also, my very clean.
Definitely very clean.
Ice cream's good.
Water everywhere.
It's okay. I will be cleaning your crackers anyway. A lot of ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
This one's gonna be pretty full.
Yeah, definitely need a little milk in that one.
Sorry, Randy. Where's your ice cream?
Oh boy.
A little is an understatement.
Just use that. Don't use the rest of the milk. You need it for breakfast tomorrow.
That should be enough, I think.
Yeah,
Animal crackers, ice cream, and a little bit of 1% milk. 1%. I don't know why that's important, but I figured.
Oh, what's important?
It'll make all the difference later.
Oh, look how cakey this is. Cake does.
Show Chad that.
It's very caked to the bottom.
Okay, and
But it's delicious.
we are blending. Oh god, I want more stuff either. It doesn't. I see a slight change. I think it's because I didn't put like all. If I put all pink animal crackers, it might have changed the color, but it's
Very white.
very slight. You can see the little pink speckles. Very, very slight. Anyway, but it seemed like it blended through, so I think it'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it smells like the ice cream.
I'll smell it.
It smells like the ice cream.
You
You don't want to?
I want to.
It smells like the ice cream.
It does.
Really, really sticks out.
Mm-hmm.
Very potent. Which is a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about. Get a little small ones.
Wow.
That was a bit aggressive. Might be.
No regular one.
Sorry to the. Yeah, don't. Why am I in the kitchen again?
Yes.
Why am I allowed in here? I should have asked you if you wanted to try it. Do you want to try it?
No. I already have this one.
Oh, this is my idea and I'm expecting her to follow along with it. Oh, yeah, dude, have some of this with me. She's like, nah, dude.
I'm good.
I drug your head on you. You gotta do this yourself.
I've had enough dairy. I'm gonna be like, haha, nope. Be like, heck you.
Not bad.
Not too bad.
Try that at home if you get the chance.
I'll try a shot. Put it in a shot glass.
Throw it back. I don't have any shot glasses.
Yee!
Not
Sorry,
bad.
sorry.
Not bad. That's not what I wanted. That's what I want. Are you looking a little bit more golden brown? A little bit.
Oh,
That loaf is coming together very well.
ooh, that's nice look.
I'm very excited. I think we're still gonna need some time. Because it says golden brown. I don't see no
It's pretty cool, but not brown.
I don't see no golden brown. It's coming out of it though.
Pretty clean though.
Yeah, very clean. Maybe we're good.
Maybe.
No, it's a little bit soggy.
I gotta stick my
Maybe
I gotta stick my straw back in my mouth. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Maybe just another minute or two.
Yeah. Oh, we probably have to milk back. Don't want that to sit out.
Oh, yes, I forgot. Mommy.
So then sit out the whole time now. No one will notice.
Shots. Smells like the ice cream, tastes like the animal crackers.
I'm gonna know cracker.
Now, when I say it smells like the ice cream, we got the
Birthday cake waffles.
great value home style vanilla, just the Walmart brand, cheapest brand we could find, while we were at the grocery store. And
At Walmart.
the date, the Best Buy date, is January 7th of 2022. But it smells like it may have already gone bad.
Like it doesn't smell as good as it could have been.
Right. It tastes fine.
Mostly.
After you get past the
Initial.
weird bad milk taste.
Yeah. Once you
That's
get
what I
past
mean by
that. Yeah.
That's what I mean by it tastes. Anyway, that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
But it tastes like the animal crackers.
It's a big shot.
So when you get done.
Huh?
I said, so when you get done, I'm gonna take a shot. We have 30 seconds left on that.
You done with what?
Oh, you already finished your shake?
Yep. Good.
Um,
Right. Actually, I'll probably pass it on since I'm having muffins.
Well, we're gonna have to wait till they cool down.
That's true.
So you got some time, my friend.
Oh, that's a lot of sweets, you know. We're getting old, you know.
Yeah, and I ain't getting any smaller, so I can continue to get shorter, but I'm not gonna get any skinnier. That's the truth,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately.
What's that in the packet?
It's the glaze.
Oh,
You fool!
there's a glaze. Actually, I didn't know that.
I talked about that when we grabbed it off the shelf.
Oh yeah. My
I'm like,
memory's
oh, it's got glaze.
wow. My memory's horrible.
This freaking kid, man.
Not
I
a
say
shit.
that, but you are the same age as I am.
21. So Twitch news.
I'm 22. Just kidding.
DMCA. Oh, those are looking nice now.
That's golden brown.
You showed them.
That's golden brown. Also, hecka hot. So we'll take a better look at them later.
They smell good though.
They smell amazing.
Fantabulous.
Also, our loaf looks great.
Nice.
I hope that's fully done.
Oh, it looks nice. I can tell
For the most
we're
part.
sticking in there. It sounded nice. I
You
could barely
can
hear.
I figured out where the birdie smells good. One of them leaked off to the side and started burning, but this one didn't.
Huh. That's a fun shit.
That one didn't, so we're just gonna go with that. Sorry, apparently I have hiccups.
Oh no, that's not good.
From this one,
That's not bad.
this is that I just made. So
There's the rest of it, you know, if you want. Just chug it real quick.
just don't it.
Could. chug, chug, chug to entertain them somehow. Chug, 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 chug. Yeah.
I got 2 legs. Separate, they didn't get blended very well.
Beautiful.
That one didn't taste like the ice cream. That one just tasted like animal crackers.
Just literally just a solid cracker.
I mean, I could have put whipped cream on it and then
Ah, you could.
put the decoration on it.
There you
But yeah, no.
go.
So there's that ridiculousness. Everything is now has to cool down. What we're gonna do now? We've already broke through our smoothie idea.
What other chaotic things could we do? That's semi-food related. Wash the dishes! Dishwashing stream, let's go!
Dishwashing.
You wanna do a dishwashing stream? We could. Okay, cool. Now point it where they can see the dishes. There we go. Dishwashing stream.
This other sink already has a bunch of dishes in it, though.
Yeah, really. We'll wash the other ones later.
Well, I guess I'm just rinsing right now. I guess it's gonna be dish rinsing.
Dish, rinsing stream.
I should worship chapel?
What?
I should worship. My bowl is really full. I probably shouldn't use this pan. I'm gonna bring the muffins back over here.
Oh, that muffin smell there now.
Rest in peace, ear holes. Dishwashing stream.
Yeah.
Got some hype for the dishwasher.
Yeah, let's go.
The only thing is I'm not allowed to touch the dishes because the last time I touched the dishes, I broke a line wrench. So why I'm washing all these dishes?
It's a great.
I don't think it's a good idea.
You can just throw these away.
Apparently, I just decided it was more convenient that way. Because I'm lazy, I guess.
Ah, lazy.
This is how this works for both lazy.
What?
So this is how this works for both lazy and anyways. All this dishwashing action.
It's a hot dishwashing action. I'm sorry. Too hot to switch. Should be in the pools category then.
Speaking of half aprons and ladies washing dishes, imagine if we just had a dating app where you just based your girlfriend on how they wash the dishes, or spouse, significant other, partner, on just how they wash them. You just did a video. They just did a video of themselves washing dishes, and I would be the laziest of all of them because if I were at home, I'd be using the baby bottle scrubber right now.
The what now?
The baby bottle cleaner.
What's that?
It's a brush.
Oh.
Even though we don't have any kids younger than 14 at home, we still own one.
Yeah, why not?
Because my siblings get to drink out of mason jars.
Haha, I don't wash this in my house.
Cannot be washed by hand. If anybody owns a set of mason jars that they drink out of, they know that you cannot wash mason jars by hand. Because the mouth of the jar is generally too small.
I did not know that. How much the water on the counter?
And in this case, I'm just rinsing dishes, not washing dishes.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Because they're gonna go directly into the dishwasher.
Yep.
Oh, did you already get the counter?
Some of it. Not all of it.
It needs.
I got some of it. But not the entire thing.
We need a squeegee.
A little bit there. So right there, and then I think that's good.
Probably for now. Most of it will dry. So
For now, yeah.
it'll be fine. We don't have much more to actually rinse.
True. Because the glass won't be dirty actually. Because
Nope. They can put them in the dishwasher if they like, but we don't have to. What do you think I did that wash those?
oh no, that's the prize we got from the bath bombs.
Oh, now we wash the dishes. Now we. Wait for the muffins.
Now,
I love those. I want to take a nap.
yeah, you can actually sleep on stream now. You could.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised.
You used to not be able to, but now you can. Oh, so do you have to do anything with that?
Nope, I left it on the stove so it would be warm
And squishy.
and easier to pour. So, it is pretty much
Yeah.
ready for our heat. I should probably turn the heat off because we need
Mm-hmm.
and smells like pretzels.
Oh, pretzels.
Good ones. The ones from the mall.
Oh, Annie's. Oh, those are the good ones there now.
Those are the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Should we have chat name the other four?
Yes. I think,
Alright,
it's,
chat.
I think it's just Foamy Vibin. But Foamy, you can help us name the ducks.
Foamy, I feel like Foamy will do great at naming the ducks. What should we name this? What should we name this sheepduck? Everybody else has got a name. All of them at the moment
Have names.
escape me.
Except for Yeetus.
the graduation duck.
There you go.
But we have the little sheep. Makes noises. And noises.
They do make noises.
That one needs a name. Don't mind me here.
That's not
just
glass, so we're fine.
knocking all the dishes into the sink.
Showcase all the duckies.
And we need a name for the pink one with the little heart. Even though I haven't really got a name for anyone, to be honest.
There, almost.
Oh.
Back a little. There we go. There you go.
So we have the sheep. And the pink one with the heart. This bowl is getting really close to the edge of the counter, slightly concerning me. We have a surfer duck. Green surfboard. And some cool shades. And we have a rock and roll duck. With a blue mohawk, because he's cool like that.
Because he is cool.
Somebody's getting a little excited up there.
Oh boy. They're doing a baking stream too, you know.
They're running around up there doing
Getting really excited.
getting really antsy.
Alright, Foamy's vibing. We'll wait patiently for the names. As we
We
live
went down to 3 viewers.
Me. That's okay. It's me, Foamy, and somebody else lurking.
Maybe Carter.
That's Nicole. I don't know. We'll find out.
I have no idea.
And we'll bring
I don't know
her.
anything about any of this, so.
Jaylee's just here.
I do things because they're asked of me.
Something's taking off.
Generally.
Something's taking off.
And my cute little apron.
Little apron.
No, no names for the ducks.
We-
We named them all yesterday.
It was mostly Athro.
She's pretty good. Yeah. Yes.
Because Athro's from Australia, so the time zones worked out quite well. So,
No voicemails.
all the voicemails.
So I could be wrong, but I believe this middle part here is a nutcracker.
Or it could be a bone cracker.
It could be too. This part's a bottle opener.
Ah. Don't cut yourself in that. Wow.
It's not sharp.
Let's not test that theory.
I'm testing the theory.
Oh no. I'm just
Bleeds everywhere. That'll make an interesting stream.
on the ducks too.
All of the ducks.
All over the ducks.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the yeetus,
The duck.
the fetus.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. No doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the plates? They are over here, aren't they?
Yes. There's big white plates and there's small white plates. I like the small plates.
Well, we gotta
Oh, plates is there. There's like a serving plate up top.
dress them up.
That'd probably be the big old plate.
We can put all those.
Yes. And we'll like align them around the edge.
Should be able to fit most of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about the loaf as well.
Loaf. Not a cat.
I mean, you could have a cat named Poppy.
There you go. Oh dang. It turned out they look like they're maintaining their shape.
They, given the circumstances, at least most of them stay within
Yeah.
the pan. I mean, that's all we could ask of it.
Yeah.
To be honest, this one was the one I was talking about.
Oh dang, it spilled through. That one's kind of cool shaped. I like that one.
Sans PP. It literally is. It's just taken on a whole
One thing.
shape.
It's beautiful. Its own little thing.
Phallic. Disgusting and beautiful at the same time.
There you go.
This one kind of, I guess, like pretty much any way you look at it, could be heart shaped.
Ah.
It's kind of still pretty warm, but hearts for chat.
Hearts for chat.
I don't know what's there.
Nah, they're all lurking. The Europeans will see it. Anyone else who missed tonight's stream?
Ah, yes, I forget.
Yeah, because it's a very late stream for them. It's like, what is it? It's almost 10 p.m. What?
So it's also late for me. It's time for me to go to bed.
Because it's almost 10 here, so then it would be almost 4 a.m. in the UK and Ireland, and 5 in like mainland Europe. Oh, look at how pretty those are now.
No names for the ducky boys, but that's okay.
Not yet. Chat will name them eventually.
Put them back up.
They will have names.
Just, we forget all the dogs.
And then the next person that comes in here.
The freaking hotel maid comes in and is just like, what the crap is this?
What happened here?
We have a duck cult.
Apparently,
Actually,
new cult idea. We have a duck cult.
Duck cult.
Duck cult,
We could put it in our
not a cult
in
channel.
our Discord, and we could all be our own ducks.
There you go. New cult, duck cult.
New cult idea.
There we go.
Ducks.
That was a bonk.
Our cute little
Hello.
lemon poppy loaf.
Oh, that smells so good.
She party.
Okay. Lopsided, but
She
party.
party. She gonna be tasty as heck.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Let's do the lemon glaze.
Oh.
I don't know.
A knife?
Is there a good way to do this?
With a knife, maybe?
I think you can just pour it on top. Yeah, they kind of just.
Pour it.
I don't know if there was a Pacific way that they did it.
Pacific?
Yep.
Yep.
Do you get it? I see you.
Ha!
Don't just kidding. It didn't work, but I know.
I don't know
You
anymore.
know. But you get my point.
Yeah.
Anyway. Lemon glaze.
It smells so good. Oh dang. Those are pretty.
She's thick though.
Gooey thick.
This one's gonna be a little bit weird because of the shape.
It's a wonky shape already.
It's okay. These are gonna taste bomb in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Is it the hardest one? Oh, that's cute now.
One of the hard ones. I think there was another one too. I said it's one of the hard ones. I think there was another one too.
Yeah, some of them turn out heart shaped.
That here's the hard one.
There you go. Don't mind starring in the other room now.
Yeah, I didn't hear it until recently.
I know.
Hopefully, I can't hear it.
I don't know, you'd be surprised.
That's why I said hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully you can't. Hopefully I'll leave some glaze for the
Big boy.
loaf.
Mm-hmm.
But I might not if I keep going this way.
Very pretty lopsided loaf.
Thing be sexy. What you talking about? Stick.
Yuck. Just barely enough.
Oh, there's still more in there. I just didn't get the chance to.
Was it?
Yep. Oh, wait, don't make a mess. Okay. It's beautiful. So beautiful.
Absolutely stunning.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous. She's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know what we would have done with all this glaze without this loaf. Holy crap.
Honestly. There you
It's beautiful.
go. Beautiful.
That one over here too. I think we're good there.
There you go. Oh, they look stunning now.
Beautiful. I'm so excited.
Absolutely stunning, Dobbin.
Thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Present them and then we do the taste test.
Present them and then we eat
We
the
feast.
muffins.
Feast.
Okay, so
Present.
I am not going to be able to do very much movement, but there they are
I'll do that.
with their beautiful glaze. Some turned out better than others, but like I said, given the circumstances, that's all I can do.
Loud noises. Just make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're awake.
But the most beautiful of all is our lemon poppy seed loaf
Ooh, look at that loaf though.
and her glaze.
Wow.
She beauty.
This is Grace.
She beauty, she grace.
She'll punch you in the face.
I stuff in my face.
Here we go. I'll do.
Alright, ready, boss?
Yeet.
Pick a muffin.
Yeah, I'll put them up. The deal there.
They are still
Nice and warm.
nice and warm.
That's some of the least amount of glaze. 'Cause I'm cool.
Oh, my bead. I forgot.
Soft. Hot and warm.
I hope they're not. I hope they're all the way done.
Seemed like it.
Ooh, looking
Very
good.
warm though.
Looking good.
Just hide.
Looking good around the edge of our cupcake liners. She's beauty, she is grace, and she is going in my face.
I'm gonna punch you in the face. Not bad.
You make muffins more often.
I love muffins. Not a big fan of frosting, but I love muffins like so much.
Muffins are cupcakes without frosting.
There we go. That's the point. Fresh from the oven.
Piping hot.
And some of these for breakfast tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And that loaf may just go home with me.
That's fine with me.
We did pretty good. We did pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm. Professionals.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
I always say I want to do this.
Do what?
Baking stuff.
Mm-hmm. You into the baking stuff.
But
A lot of work.
sometimes I forget all I need to do is just buy the box
There you go.
and set some time aside and I can do it.
It's kind of fun.
Sometimes you forget about the simple stuff in life.
Mm-hmm.
Like making muffins or
The little things. Little things in life, you know, important.
yeah, they're very important. Gotta make the most out of the. I'm just gonna go into an Unisana spiel.
Do it. We got time.
But we don't. Or do we?
Or do it.
Or do we? No. Yeah, but be happy, live your life, do whatever it is you desire.
I don't know crumbs in the floor. What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Crumbs.
You missed the memo. Anyway,
It's 2:05.
life is too short to not be happy.
There you go.
It's a short 100 years once you get.
If you get to 100.
Once you get, it's a short amount of time once you get close to the end.
There you go. There you
I always thought they were lying when they say that days go slow and the years go fast. You turn around on New Year's and you've already watched another year go by. And then you do it all over again the next year and watch another one go by.
There you go. Never know what's going to happen between each one, though.
That's true. And you always wonder what you could have done or what you want to do or who
You did.
what have you done? What marks have you left on people's?
Well, you shouldn't
Lives.
have done what you could have done. All that fun stuff.
You reflect on your mistake. You reflect mistakes, or if you have, I guess if you have any,
Which we all do.
which most of us do.
We all make mistakes with tiny little things, you know. Like, oh, I should have done like X, Y, Z slightly differently. Or
Could
like,
have, right?
it just depends.
But if you're working 3 jobs and you have the ability to not have to have 3 jobs, then don't work 3 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I spent 4 years doing that. Come to find out, it wasn't what I wanted, nor was what I needed. Although the paychecks were very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Do what makes you happy, even if it is just baking a cake or playing a card game or going on a walk.
Hanging out with your friend on her stream.
It's true. You need to do.
Or doing a very first bath stream.
You need to do those little things that make you happy. Otherwise, you'll find yourself
Sad and alone.
quite miserable.
Mm-hmm.
within your life short span.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever have you.
Money's not always the best trade-off. Depends on what you're trading off, really. It can be an interesting trade-off, but it depends on what you're trading it off for.
It's true.
And time as well. Time is a very valuable trade-off. Value your time.
Value your time very much.
You got it for that.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Goes by very quickly if you're not careful.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, this.
Yeah, that year went way too fast.
My bad, yeah.
It was COVID too, so it was like
You thought we needed longer. Well, that bit of it took like years. Some of the months went by like that. Other months went by like for like literally like 3 months. March was like 3 months.
I worked through all of it, so it's all still a blur to me.
It's a kind of
nothing changed for me. Gotta love working in retail.
I mean, it was online. The quick switch to online was not fun. And then working eventually, that was relatively similar, kinda, sorta. It's relatively similar. I like this summer better than last summer.
Oh yeah.
And the fall was a bit more normal-ish, and the spring was a lot more normal. I really like the spring more. I love the spring semester. I really liked it. A lot of good classes. All A's and B's, which I haven't had since I had the last semester. I might have. Anyway, before that last semester I had, it was my very first semester, so it's been a bit. And then, yeet. And then the summer is getting back to normalcy, which is nice. I like it. I'm getting there.
Life is too short. Do stuff that makes you happy.
There you go. It makes you happy watching live streams, every single one, a couple times a week, at least for a bit. You can do that. As long as you feel like you're enjoying your time with that. And like, if watching a stream feels like a chore, then you probably shouldn't be watching the stream then. You know. But yeah, just do what makes you happy. And all that fun stuff. Enjoy the little things. Take up opportunities.
Make sure to do your hobbies.
Do your hobbies, yes. Pursue hobbies.
All the time.
If you have a hobby that you're like kind of interested in, try to pursue it. See if you like really like it and want to do it more. Not every hobby has to become a career, though, is the other thing. If you have a hobby you really like, don't push it to the point where you're like suffering through it for a career. You know what I'm saying? Very true.
Very.
Because I really like streaming. I don't think it would ever be like my full-time job. It's definitely more like a hobby, in my opinion, for myself. I'll stay off camera while I'm doing my little spiel. Yeah.
Why? You're the one who's making the spiel. Why?
I mean, nah.
Why should it be facing me? I'm sending out the pictures.
Yes. Anyway. So yeah. Hobbies, streaming, that I don't think it'll ever be a career for me. Unless it just takes off suddenly, but even then I don't think I really want it to be a career. But yeah. And my art, I don't really want that to be a career either. That's definitely still a hobby. It's a fun time though. It's more of a hobby than a career. So yeah. Also, go out to nature. Nature's good.
Lay in the grass. Hug a tree.
Watch the stars. Look at the clouds.
Draw sands in the sand.
Draw sands and sand. Meet up with your internet friends once you can.
Safely.
Safely meet up with your internet friends if you can. Bring a buddy. Always have a buddy.
A buddy's never a bad idea.
Always have a good buddy.
I'm sure most of the people you meet on the internet are trustworthy, but
not all of them, but like
I said most. I didn't say all. I said most.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always better to have someone there just in case something does happen.
Yeah. Always have a buddy you can trust with you. Like a good friend you can like just steal for a few hours of their time.
Try 10?
10 hours?
Yeah.
Steal 10
4
hours.
hours of driving and 6 hours of being 6 or 7 hours, 6 hours of being there.
It was more like, yeah, we hung out for like 8.5 hours.
So 12 hours.
12 hours.
Oh, no wonder I was so tired when we got back yesterday. Oh, screw that, dude.
Yeah, because we left around like 9 something, got back at like
Yeah.
after 10. It was about 12 hours.
But yeah, no.
Enjoy your time with your friends. Listen to your friends. Talk to them. Like, actually talk to them. Have deep conversations.
Unless you're trying to leave.
Unless you're trying to leave to go somewhere because I'm terrible at
I love
anything.
you, Crow, and Cindo, but it took us a little while to get out of there, and the drive home was awful. Also, when you guys do see this, if you do, I got a speeding ticket on the way home for going 25 over.
Aha.
Which I think is baloney because all these people do in this state is cut us off and go over the speed limit the entire way through town.
It's ranting time. Let's go.
So I think it's bogus that I got a ticket and all these people can drive around town like crazy people and get in no trouble whatsoever.
It's a fun time.
So yeah, no, don't speed, kids. If you do, don't get caught.
Don't get caught.
Do it in states where they don't have the cops on the interstate, or just don't do it at all.
Don't speed. Follow the rules. Unless the rules are absolutely garbage.
Well, in most, like, if you, like,
Most laws are
if you're in an
decent.
emergency, like, on the interstate and you're driving 100 plus miles an hour, the police are going to let you off and let you go.
I meant just in general.
But, like,
follow the rules unless the rules are absolutely bogus. Like, you know, if the rules are discriminating against, like, certain groups of people, then break those laws. But if they're not, then don't. Because a good solid chunk of the laws in place are for good, or should be used for good purposes, but not all of them are.
get used for good purposes.
No, they don't.
Treat everybody the same.
Treat everyone nicely.
You don't know what battles they're fighting.
You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You never know. You never know. Don't always assume everything about people. Don't assume that if someone's like having like being all like spammy and trolly and stuff, they're not like having like a bad day or something.
You don't know unless you ask. A lot of people don't mind.
Mostly depends on the person.
Don't mind. A lot of people don't mind you asking.
Yeah.
It's even easier to tell someone online. Sometimes it is. Depends on who you are. Sometimes it's easier to just you feel better telling a stranger rather than
That's true.
someone you know. But
Yeah, usually I think there's probably some papers on like it's someone for some reason it's easier to tell a stranger something and instead of like someone you know very closely because you don't have
you don't have the connection.
Yeah, or
And
you don't
have to hear about it again.
Or and then also the stranger doesn't already have that like idea of you in their head already.
Also true.
So it's just clean,
It's just
fresh. You know, the person you know and for X many months, years, whatever, they already have some sort of like mental image of who you are in their head, and so that could hypothetically alter that if you tell them some new information.
Generally.
It just depends on what you're talking about. I'm not saying don't talk to your friends. Talk to your friends.
Oh, definitely.
Please.
Those people can give you good advice. Those
Most of the
guys
time.
can give you pretty good advice.
Or they should.
Because they generally most know you, so
For the most part.
they can do things. They can think of things that you would do
Mhm.
to help you.
Yeah.
And if you notice someone's not feeling well and you ask them about it, mean it. Don't just ask them and
Just brush it off.
right.
Unless you like,
Because
if you're not in a state to help them, then at least give some kind words. At the very least. The bare minimum.
But yeah, no, if you don't really care, then don't ask. But if you do and you genuinely care about them, you can ask and just do the best that you can or do what you can to help them
Mm-hmm.
or at least hear them out. Sometimes that's all it's needed.
You just need someone to talk to. Even if you, so most of the time, have no idea how to respond. But most of the time, I don't know how to respond. when someone's like venting or talking about something, like, here's a hug. That's all I can do. That's all my brain reverts to, even though I probably have more to say. I just don't know how to express that, you know?
And most people will appreciate that.
Yeah. Because you're showing some form
Sort
of
of
care.
empathy. Yep.
You're there. Sometimes all people need is just another person's presence, and that's about it. And it'll help them with whatever they're dealing with, most of the time.
It's just good to know that someone's there.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I would say having someone in person is most likely better than just someone online. However, having someone online is also good. Just
If you need a third-party opinion, someone online is
someone will help you there.
a very good option. But if you need someone who...
If you can have access to someone who can help you in person, then ask them.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it is a school counselor. I remember when I was in elementary school, when I first got back with the parents I live with now, the only person I would talk to about my personal life was my elementary school counselor. The only person I would talk to about any of that stuff for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fine because she did what she could to help me, and if she deemed it necessary, if she deemed it necessary, she would let my parents know. But for the most part, I just needed someone to be there because I didn't have that role in my life prior to that.
At that time.
Prior to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was the oldest and I was expected to take care of everybody else in the house. But I had nobody to take care of me, so how was I supposed to know how to take care of everybody else?
Yeah. Yeah. Just always have, like, as long as you always have, like, someone you can trust in, even just, like, a little bit. Just a safety net is always good.
Yep. Not back then, but I do now.
There you go. Hello.
I have quite a few people now.
Hi there. Am I one of them? Yay. I did it. You're one of my safety nets. You know, a few. Some internet friendos, some IRL friendos, and then other people I know. It's all cool.
Do what makes you happy. If you're not happy, talk to somebody about it.
Figure out what makes you happy. Find what makes you happy in life. Try to pursue that as best you can. Always be on a quest to figure out what brings you true happiness in life. Because then it'll bring you then you'll reap the most benefits, if that makes any logical sense.
Except for murder.
Except for murder.
Uh,
Stuff like that.
I always say do whatever makes you happy, except
hurting
for murder. Or
do
hurting
it, do what makes you happy, unless it's something that hurts yourself or others, and then don't do that.
Please.
Try not to do that. Please. Keep yourself good and healthy.
Even though you may not know it, somebody needs you.
Somebody out there needs you. You don't know who it is. Just somebody.
You may not know who it is. You may know exactly who it is.
You may never know who it is. Just somebody. Somebody out there knows you somehow.
Even if they don't say it.
That random follower you have on Twitter, they probably need you because they see your tweets and stuff, and they're like, "That person seems cool." And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, if you're a streamer, you have like one viewer. That one viewer is probably always there, for whatever you're doing, or tries to be there. If you're like doing X, Y, Z, there's always gonna be someone there who gives one or two craps about you. Someone's there, It should be at least. Hopefully should be somewhere. Even if there's no one there for a while, there'll be someone there eventually. I would hope. Someone needs you. Because long story short, rambling. We ramble.
Pretty good at it.
Yeah, rambling's fun. Welcome to the philosophical talk part of the food and drink category stream.
Yeah, sorry about that. We got on
deep.
That. We took on that boat.
A deep philosophical topic.
Oh, goodness.
That's padding the runtime,
Padding the runtime. Yeah, I suppose. Been about an hour and a half. A little over an hour and a half.
Yeah, because the muffins, everything in total took about an hour-ish.
An hour just.
Yeah. We're professionals here.
Yes.
We're not therapists, though. So if you need a therapist to try to talk to a therapist if your insurance allows it. Even though the American healthcare system is
Interesting.
Yes. It's fun if you don't have insurance. I have insurance. But if you don't, you're kind of screwed. Yep.
And actually, that's not necessarily true. There are
services
that will reach out to people who can't afford it.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Well, they won't reach out. You have to find them. But
and
once you do,
that could be hard too. Is finding them in the first place, because you may not be able to find them because you don't have the resources to find them. It's just a never-ending circle, really. That's why we need to help end poverty and houselessness.
Houselessness?
That's also what's for you. Homelessness, houselessness.
There you go.
It's the same terminology. It just depends on what. Because, like, yeah. Same thing. Same, like, types of individuals who, for whatever reason, aren't able to live in a traditional dwelling. Usually in, like, urban cities and stuff. Usually. And, yeah. Let's solve the world's problems. One muffin at a time. I'm bringing it back. I brought it back. You gotta hold the muffin like one muffin at a time.
One muffin at a time, solving the world's problems.
There we go.
By talking about dishonest.
Yes. Oh, yes.
But yes, life is short. Be happy. If you're not happy, talk to somebody. They can probably help you. If not, they can have someone else help you.
Or you can just talk to someone. When you talk to someone, just don't talk to anyone. Talk to someone you know you can trust.
Or you just sit down, like I do, and write it all out on paper. All the nonsense that comes, what seems like nonsense that comes out of your brain.
Or just, like, talk to yourself for a bit, be like, yo, what's up, self? How's it going, gamer gang? Just that kind of stuff. You just refer to yourself as gamer gang, Because we're gamers here. What's up, gamers? There's your gamer voice. So, yeah. If you have no one to talk to, legitimately, you have yourself. You always have yourself.
It's true.
Unless you're somehow really stuck in your own mind, then you probably need someone else. But if all else fails, you got yourself.
Well, and I guess they say it too, is generally nobody knows you better than you.
Yeah, 90-something% of the time, no one knows you better than you do.
And like I said, if you do have to write it all down, like I thought about it, write it all down in a form of question. Oh, what should I do next after this? And maybe if you have to take the night and write down the questions, and then that's it, and then come back to them the next day and answer the questions, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Take the time.
If you have to spend like a good couple hours just talking to yourself about everything, asking yourself questions. Like, I like to talk in a mirror. That's why I actually look like I'm talking to someone else. Because then it helps me, like, communicate with myself. I don't know. So, yeah, talk to yourself in a mirror, or talk to yourself just in general.
Or others.
If you live alone, and you don't really have too many internet friends that like to do, like, voice calls, I guess, or whatever. Or, like, you're pretty shy online, but you live alone. So you don't have anyone yet. Try to branch out and try to create those internet friendships and stuff, and then, but you can always talk to yourself too, and be like, yo, what's up, what's going on, how's it going, and all that fun stuff. Yeah, talk to your internet friends, reach out to them. I guarantee you a solid 80% of them aren't weirdos and creeps. Solid 80, probably 85, 90% of them, if it's a good, well-moderated server.
There are good weirdos.
They're good. I meant weirdos as in, like, creeps. Bad people.
As in creeps.
I'd say if it's wherever you meet them, I would say a good 80 to 90% of them should be decent people. Good, a solid, it's like pretty much every single one. There'll always be those creepy weirdos out there, but, like, try to do your best to avoid them if you can. Especially if you're a minor.
That's why they created the block button.
There you go. If you're talking to someone online and you're, like, feeling uncomfortable with them,
It means you trust your gut.
Trust your gut.
Trust your gut.
Ask your other internet friends what they think.
Trust your gut.
Ask others what they think.
If something doesn't feel right, don't do it. Do you know how many times out of 10 my gut has told me not to do something and I go and do it and then it blows up in my face?
Yes.
Too many times. If your gut tells you no, don't do it, don't do it.
Just don't do it.
And if somebody's making you feel uncomfortable, you tell them that, or I guess if you don't feel comfortable telling them that, then you should probably block them. But if somebody makes you feel uncomfortable and you tell them that and they don't stop, then that means that behavior is not going to stop, which means you probably should not talk to them.
Probably should cut off contact almost immediately with them.
However,
after telling someone else first.
Also true. Make sure you take, if somebody's like screenshot or texting you, you can do screenshots and stuff.
Receipts, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Evidence if it's really getting bad. To tell someone else so the other person doesn't start to try to blackmail you, which is like kind of like worst case scenario. Well, that's not worst case scenario, but it's still like a bad scenario to be in general. Worst case scenario, you don't want to think about the worst case scenarios. Oh yeah, also don't get trapped in your own mind by thinking of the worst of everything.
Yeah.
Try to
those
think.
spots can get quite.
You can get buried in those very quickly. If you get down in a spiral, you can get buried in your own thoughts very quickly. You just get stuck in there. And try to think. Don't always think happy. Don't always think negative. Try to keep like an adequate neutral. If that makes sense. Like don't be too much in the negative. Don't be too much in the positive. Just try to keep a happy medium. And then you just
I mean, most people can be pretty positive all the time, but you also need, I don't want to say you should be negative, but you need kind of the
balance.
The balance of like, oh, this day was really, really great, but sometimes you also need to reflect too and say, hey, this situation could have gone better, or that made me really uncomfortable, or I'm definitely not doing that again. Like, I don't know where I was going with that, but
just kind of like reflect on everything, but not too deeply. Don't get deep dive into a spiral reflecting on all the bad stuff. Reflect on the good too. Reflect on good and bad. You know, that's what you do.
Learn from your mistakes.
Learn from your mistake. There you go. Mistakes. Yeah. Learn from those mistakes. Usually that's a good thing. No, it should always be a good thing. Depending on what your mistake is. I would say it's pretty much always a good thing to learn from your mistakes. Depending on the context the mistakes were made in, because some are like a bit more in a gray area than others. But usually it's good. It's better to learn from your mistakes than not at all. Because those who don't learn from history are condemned to repeat it.
Facts.
Hard facts. See that time
That's
again.
That's why we are where we are in America.
That's why America is not doing too hot.
It's
past a while. Ever.
Personally, that's how I feel about it. I mean, if you feel that we're doing great, then that's
up to you.
That's your opinion. I'm not saying it's wrong. There are good things that we are doing.
Yeah. Some good things, but there's also
there's good things that we're doing, and then there's stuff that we can
reflect
and work on.
Definitely do better. There's a lot. We're not going to go into everything, but there's a lot to get better.
I prefer that we don't go into that at all.
No, that's very political, controversial.
Yeah.
Even though it's technically not controversial or political, because it shouldn't be, because a lot of those things are like human rights and stuff. Anyway,
but
trans rights are human rights. That's all I need to say.
We don't want to go into any of that
ranting too much,
because that can lead down a bigger rabbit hole and cause us to take more time than necessary.
Basically, from that,
history.
One thing I can definitely say with all certainty, also Happy Pride Month, trans rights are human rights. They always will be. So that's my political commentary for that end. So there we go. Yeet. The muffins, they're yellow, but they say trans rights. They say they're not blue, pink, or white. They say it though.
We could have. If we had dye.
Have ducks.
We do also have ducks.
You can make trans ducks.
Yeah, the pink one.
We got the blue one. We got the pink one. We got the
The Obama duck, the America duck.
America.
Actually, his name was his name was Obama.
Was this one Obama?
Yep, the white one with the stars is
So-
Obama. Ironically.
It's layered differently, but like you could. There's like a blue one. What's the order?
Yeah.
I forget. It's like pink on the inside, white on the middle, pink on the inside, blue on the outside.
Can't see him because we went into rant mode.
Went into rant mode.
You can put the. There you go. You can scoot him back.
There we go. Happy Pride Month.
I don't think we have rainbow ducks either. Nope.
Not fully rainbow. We have our.
Some of it.
It could be.
Nothing on the shirt.
What are the biflight colors? I think they're pink and blue. So there's trans ducks, and then that's not the right shade. There's the viaducts.
We accept all kinds of ducks.
All kinds of ducks, just not the ones that are.
We don't want bad bean ducks.
You're not the bad bean ducks.
The bad bean ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm walking here.
I'm walking here, quacking here.
Anyway.
And then just make a pan duck. Because no, it's not purple. I don't think that's the right color or order, but there's the pan duck. And we don't have orange. We can't make a lesbian duck, unfortunately. But yeah, you get the idea. We'll go back to the trans duck. That's about the much as politics we'll say on this stream.
We don't need any more than necessary.
There we go. Just the basics of human rights. Human rights. Your sexualities and gender identities are valid. That's pretty poggers. You're a pog champ. There we go. There they are. Now it's a food stream. See, you see the muffins. Now it's actually food.
I suppose.
Oh, we suppose so now.
It's now 10:30.
Which I think is a fantastic point to end the stream for our 17-year-long outro.
Thank you guys for all coming now and
In the future for
in the future.
For the VOD.
So now for you as well. But
Thanks for listening to our rant for the past like half an hour. Our little rant discussion chatting for
be happy.
Be happy.
If you're not,
Figure
I
out.
hope you can be.
Yeah, it can be by figuring out what makes you happy in life. Find the people close to you. All that fun stuff.
But anyway, I suppose we hope when you see this you'll be happy.
Yeah.
Thank you for following along with our
Adventures.
not baking tutorial.
We're definitely professional bakers, Chaley.
Yes, you are, and I don't know about me, but
I was definitely on camera for most of the stream. Definitely.
oh, definitely.
Just-
I was not the star of the show at all.
Yeah, Tax just Photoshop me in like in all the frames I'm not there. Just like put me on put my picture on the fridge or something.
Be like a magnet.
I'm just like a giant magnet on the fridge.
It's like one of those fat heads that they make.
just like life size ones.
Gotta get a cardboard cutout.
Beautiful. Yes.
Anyway.
Yes. So yeah,
Yes,
Tax
yes.
when you edit this at some point in the future, whatever that is, whatever holiday it is, happy Halloween. I don't know. Let's get it edited.
Happy whenever.
Happy New Year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I suppose we're going to go to bed now.
It is the nap time.
Because it is 10:30 and we have to get up early tomorrow to head back to state.
Yeah. To the location.
And I have to drive
the whole time.
6 hours.
The whole time.
6+ hours
The whole boy.
back home. And I get crabby if I don't get enough sleep. So,
Nappy time.
but thank you for joining us and watching us make these incredibly awesome looking muffins.
They look lovely. Let's show them the very cursed one without getting it all over the ducks. I'll take the ducks back.
For our ragtag, we have a
Friend group.
sans,
Very cursed Sans one.
sans muffin.
Sans muffin. Don't drop
I
that.
should have tried to drop space now. But anyway,
That could have been cursed.
it would have been extra cursed.
Extra cursed.
Thank you for joining us. I hope when you see this all is well. If not, hopefully you'll feel a little bit better after this.
There you go. This is a nice, chill, relaxing stream. I hope a little bit chaotic. I hope this last bit was a bit more chill, because this was like a very chill, just chatting part, you know. Probably could have switched together just chatting, but that's okay.
And if you ain't got nobody, we're here for you.
We got you. I got a community too. I have a Discord. You can see it in the About section on Twitch. There's the Discord link. You click it, you join the server, be nice on there. A community will welcome you. It's a little bit cursed.
Absolutely.
Fionn will talk to you about Rugby Challenge 4, you know, and that stuff. Oma will bake you something. Tax will share some music with you. You know, just someone will say hi to you, you know. Someone there will say hi at some point of the day. Unless it's like literally like a really weird time of the day. Then someone will say hi eventually. I probably will. Probably.
Don't be afraid to reach out to people.
We have a mental health channel there too. So if you need someone to talk there, don't get too terribly deep.
Right. Mm-hmm. Only share what you're willing to share.
There you go.
And anyway, I suppose. Thank you for everything, as always.
I'm the professional streamer. You're trying to be the streamer now, Charlie?
Yes, I am, because I'm one.
There, I'll put it to the end first. And so, yeah. Professional streamers. I'll put it in the end card now, because we're ending. You're taking over my stream, Charlie? Are you trying to be a streamer now? I want to go to bed. That's a fantastic idea.
I have to drive 6 hours tomorrow.
Oh boy. So big old driving time. Yeet. Just clean up. So yeah. Professional streamers. I'll probably raid. We
should raid the ducks.
Yes, because we have ducks. Okay. So yeah. Thank you all very much for stopping by the stream tonight. I hope you have a lovely day. It was great seeing you as always. Thank you, Foamy and Nicole, for stopping by for a little bit. And
Thank you for everybody that will stop by later.
And the VOD on YouTube or Twitch. Thanks for stopping by and watching things. And so if you need to join the Discord via YouTube, there should be like a link thingy. Somewhere you'll find it. It's the description in the video, isn't it? Up top in the banner thing.
Reach out.
At some point you'll find it. It's somewhere. Someone will help you find it.
That's true.
And so yeah. Hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Let me get the raid started, and then I will say goodbye to you. This was fun. We'll do it. We'll have to do another baking stream another time, in a different location, but sometime. At some point, we'll do another one. I don't know what we're making.
We'll see. Maybe we'll have to do a cooking stream.
Oh dang, a cooking stream. Got that cooking stream going on. We're gonna cook something exquisite. Yeet.
My apron is pajama time.
Jammy jam time. You put your apron back on.
No, I want to take a picture of
that. Oh dang. Very lovely picture. So yeah. One viewer is ready to raid Dash Ducks. That's me. I'm the one viewer. It's fantastic. Or a lurker. I don't know.